rapids over there. The water's so nice and clear.
And there's no danger, of course, because you see that we're not at the top.
Yeah. Having fun, Dad?
Yeah, I'm starting to. But we're just about to enter the end of the boundary waters now after 3 hours of paddling.
Hi, CK. You having fun?
3 hours of paddling? When did we start?
Yeah, I think it was about 3 hours. We started like at 10:40, 10:40, I think.
So our canoe trip is going to officially start. Our boundary waters canoe trip is going to officially start.
It's so beautiful. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a turtle right there. Huge snapper.
All right, we're going to have to write that down. So we saw
Snapping turtle. I wish I had.
snapping turtle. That's our first major piece.
It's down right here. Oh, look at that. There's a dock. It's like a... Look at this.
It looks like
There's like an underground walkway.
So here, look, there's something that was constructed at one point.
Okay, so where's our portage?
Is that a landing there, maybe?
Looks like it. Let's check it out.
It looks more like it than anything else I see, so...
Well, yeah. That's probably our best bet.
You got a picture of the rapids?
Yeah, check out those rapids. Oh, beautiful. Oh, so wonderful. And we're not even in the boundary waters yet. So, we just passed our first portage. It was about 60 rods. And we're finally in the boundary waters. Yay!
Yay.
Having fun, Dad? CK's relaxing under Dad's chair there. His little doggy life jacket on. We're just taking a water break. And we're in Trout Lake right now. We're in Trout Lake and we have about 5-6 miles until we have a next portage. Hey, Dad.
Hi, Dale.
Having fun?
Oh, yeah. That was quite an adventure on those rapids.
That was. So we just went through a rapids. There was a portage, but it was muddy and elevated, and we didn't want to take all our stuff out of the canoe, so kind of just went for it.
Well,
And
we walked up the rapids.
yeah, we walked up. Yep. There's some pretty rough wind out on the lake, out in the middle to the shoreline of Trout Lake. And now we're going up, what's it called? Pine Creek. Now we're going up Pine Creek, and super calm. There's a bunch of nice scenery, a bunch of nice water plants, and white and yellow water lilies. Beautiful. Hoping to see some wildlife. I think that we saw some bear poop on the trail, maybe. So, where do you think that we're gonna camp, Dad?
I want to camp on Chad Lake.
So, is that at the end of Pine Creek?
No, we'll get about halfway-ish through Pine Creek. If we were to take Pine Creek, we would end up right back in Pine Lake. No, not back in Pine Creek. We'd end up in Pine Lake. But instead, about halfway through this creek, we'll take a portage to Chad Lake.
Is that the 200 rod portage? What is it?
200 and something.
Oh, good to know. Alrighty, well, we'll see you guys at our next portage. Hey Dad, so we're pulling up at our first campsite. Yeah, we hope. The only marking is supposed to be a fire grate and a box latrine, so we hope that this is it. Here it is. Looks kind of like a campsite. Yeah, we're gonna go check it out. We'll let you know in a minute. So, we made it through that portage yesterday. Wasn't very fun. It was really muddy, the bugs were horrible, and we lost some gear. Lots of it was flooded. Not a fun portage. Really long too, and we had to make 3 trips, and each way it was 15 minutes, so not very fun. That brings us to today. It was raining earlier this morning, and we lit the camp stove, had coffee and oatmeal for breakfast because we didn't get too much to eat. Hope it's gonna stay nice. It's kind of partially cloudy right now, but it's better than it was earlier, and a bit sunny. So we have 2 choices today. We can backtrack through that portage that we did yesterday, which was not fun. Or we can portage from Chad Lake, which is where we are now, from our campsite to Buck Lake, where we will take Buck Creek to, I think it's Pine Lake, and there we will find a camp place and kind of explore around there. But the risk in that option is if Buck Creek is, the water's too low, we're gonna have to portage back and backtrack to this campsite and then go through that other portage that we did yesterday. So we think that we're gonna try to make it to Pine Lake. So wish us luck. our campsite for this evening. And the bugs are just about to start getting bad. Just had our supper. It was mac and cheese, bacon, and some chicken. Right now we're just making some tea. Water's still boiling.
Or hot cocoa if you prefer.
Or hot cocoa. And we didn't do what I told you guys in the morning. We took from Chad Lake, we portaged from Chad Lake to, this is Buck Lake?
Yep.
Yeah, to Buck Lake. And then we just paddled a bit, quarter of a mile, and set up camp here. And let's see, about a half an hour, we ran into our first canoers. First other people that we've seen on this trip while we're in the Boundary Waters. And CK's napping over there. So the portage went pretty well. It was a bit muddy, a bit hilly. Didn't lose any gear this time, so that's always good. And yep, we're just getting ready to go in for the evening. The bugs are about to start getting bad. And let's show you around the campsite quick. So here's Dad making tea. And we put up a little tarp here on some nylon rope up there. There's CK napping. Hi, CK. And we go right up here. Here's our tent. It's on a little bit of a hill. It's not the flattest surface, but it does. Got our backpacks down there. Sleeping bags in the tent. The box latrine is up that path. And then beautiful lake. And we have a little clothesline down there next to the tarp. And there's the fire grate. And we have some sticks. And that's pretty much the campsite. So, yeah, we're going to head in for the night. And, yeah. Dad, you got anything else to say?
No, I think you covered it.
You see anything cool today? What did we see today?
Saw an underground stream.
Yeah,
Heard an underground stream.
We heard an underground stream. It was it's pretty small and it sounded bubbling. And yep, saw some bear scat, maybe some moose scat. And that's pretty much been our day. And after I talked to you guys wolf scat? Oh yeah, we saw wolf scat. And after I talked to you guys last, mosquitoes. What was I saying? After I talked to you guys last, we stayed at the campsite and packed up for about another half hour. And then right as we started to leave and finish packing up, it started raining again. So we started canoeing in the rain. But it worked out because it stopped pretty soon after. Alrighty, I'll see you guys in the morning. Good night. Hey guys, sorry that I didn't have time to record this morning. We were kind of rushed to get out of the campsite. But we're here at our first portage of the day, and also the first portage that we took on this trip.
The second portage today.
Second portage of the day. How could I forget that? Yeah, it was a bit hard on the first one. I like to think of it as the first, but it isn't. And this was the first portage of our trip, so we're now leaving the Boundary Waters. Happy to go home, but also sad to leave, so goodbye, Boundary Waters. Okay, we got a long rest of the day ahead of us, so talk to you guys later.